come off the start, burn off the wheels.
Everything about them, just the way they move, the way they sound.
Very nice. I like it. It's interesting. You see a lot of good things, different things.
It's off the hook.
Just doesn't get any better.
It's kind of a new phenomenon for a lot of people. Most people have been primarily focused on traditional NHRA, IHRA type racing.
We're here at ATCO, New Jersey for the Pan American Nationals. This is the biggest import race in the country, where 16 of the fastest cars from Puerto Rico are literally shipped up here to race the 16 quickest import cars in the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cars have fired up in the burnout areas. We go to first round of the Pan American Nationals. This is the 9th edition as Team USA takes on Team Puerto Rico. Welcome to ATCO Raceway, everybody, and this is the pro-modified import racing of the highest caliber.
Felicitaciones, verdaderamente el esfuerzo de la Puerto Rico International Speedway.
Good side-by-side racing. Torres takes the lead as Diablo's got some problems. Watch out that guardrail, homie. Torres gets the first win for Team Puerto Rico with a 984 at 104 mile per hour.
Jorge, do you have any predictions for today's eliminations where you'll be racing the Americans?
Well, we cannot predict everything because this is a bracket race, but we know that we are going to do our best. So if we do our best, we know that we are going to make a good race of this one and a good show too.
This is ET bracket racing, where each car has to dial in his projected ET. If he goes over that time, even if he crosses the line first, he will lose. Sounds wacky, but it pairs up the cars more even. Not the case here, as Fjorge breezes to an easy win with an 805 at 164.51 over the 82 Corolla of Team USA. That is 2 rounds won for Team Puerto Rico. Annabelle Rivera brings his 73 Mazda RX-7 to the bleach box. Hot burnout by Rivera, little out of shape though.
Nivo Rey será el carril izquierdo. Gincito Racing por los Estados Unidos en el carril derecho.
They may not look like it, but these little shoeboxes can really tear up a dragster. That's their appeal. Unpredictable as any wild racing machine, and they're doing it on only 4 cylinders. The stands are packed, the sun is shining, and we're in for a 32-car field of shiny, sleek imports.
Rápidamente Nivo Reyes buscando al alcance.
Annabelle Rivera taking the win, and it's the 3rd for Team Puerto Rico. Look at that time. 7:76 at 171 to Escalera. It's 8:75 at 148. As mentioned before, if you run faster than your dial, you're going to lose even though you cross the line first.
Nivo Reyes en esta ronda. Y vamos de 3-3, papá. Yangel corriendo para Puerto Rico. Yangel Racing. versus el campeón, el Caneca, en el carril derecho. Seguimos gozando, mi gente, la alegría de la vida aquí en ATCO Raceway, la 9ª edición del encuentro panamericano de la aceleración con los Estados Unidos. Caneca Racing por Puerto Rico, Yangel en el carril izquierdo.
And they're off as Mendez will rack up yet another win for Puerto Rico. Here comes Puerto Rico's Julio Portela in a 73 Datsun. He's ready for his burnout. Michael Impota, Francosia, Connecticut, has a beautiful 95 Tercel. Nice paint scheme. That is one bad-looking race car.
Ane Santana de Kissimmee en la Florida. Miguel Improta de Connecticut en el carril izquierdo. Julio Portela en los controles del Chimicuy en el carril derecho.
Well, these guys, I have the utmost respect for these guys in Puerto Rico because they were really the originators of this type of what they call pro mod import. They were the first in the 9s, the 10s, the 7s. They really were innovators in the sport, and they took the sport to the high level that it's at today. And people on the East Coast here, who, especially those who attend this event, know that these guys are the grandfathers of this particular form of drag racing.
Están indicando algo del dial, algo del dial.
I tell you, the paint jobs on some of these cars is absolutely incredible. The amount of level of effort to produce such high-quality race cars is just boggling to this old house. The time and effort they put into the paint jobs on some of these easily equals the time and effort they put into the drivetrain. See the wheelie bars on the back? They'll stop the car from rotating too far over the front suspension and keep the pressure down on the rear tire.
La ventaja es para el carril derecho. 6:81 la reacción. El tiempo para Chimicuy. 9:46, otra para Puerto Rico. El terror, mi gente, de Puerto Rico, el Pepe Loco. Vamos al frente con la acción. Avi Racing en el carril izquierdo, Pepe Loco en el carril derecho. La primera ronda, Estados Unidos versus Puerto Rico. Casa llena en esta fiesta gigante en la aceleración para los hispanos, los boricuas en los Estados Unidos, donde se reúne lo mejor de la aceleración por 9º año consecutivo aquí en la pista de ATCO.
Boys here at ATCO taking great pains in preparing the track service, and ATCO is really one of the best in the country. Safety crews are on hand, and so far this has been a really clean race. And they're in the process of getting set. At this stage, every action of the car is important. Every decision you make, that will allow you to come back the next round, or you're going on the trail. You're going back to Puerto Rico. Really a hard launch by Montano, going towards the big end of the strip.
Y en los 1320 pies, el tiempo para Pepe Loco, 8:42 a 147 millas por hora. Para el Team USA, para los Estados Unidos esta ronda, 9:33 para la Javi. Estuvo la carrera en la reacción. 5.79 para Pepe Loco. 6.84.
That's Manny Cruz from the Bronx representing Team USA. The only car in the field that's domestic is a 2002 Cougar. And it looks like a Pro Mod car.
Por Puerto Rico en el carril izquierdo. Por los Estados Unidos, fuerte el aplauso para Manny de Jesús en su poderoso Cougar. El auto más rápido en este evento. Vamos al frente con la acción.
Janito Vasquez is in a 72 Datsun 1200. It's his opponent, but it looks like Manny will take a single here as Vasquez breaks. And there's an easy win for Team USA.
Con problemas técnicos, Bonilla Farm, la ronda es automática, mi gente, para Manny de Jesús de Roy Hill Racing School y Innovative Turbo.
It's kind of a new phenomenon for a lot of people. Most people have been, primarily focused on traditional NHRA, IHRA type racing. These cars, though they're a new phenomenon to a lot, those who know about these cars, they've been doing it for a long time, so they spent 20 years becoming an overnight sensation.
Pimar en el carril izquierdo, lo próximo.
USA's Puerto Cruz from Haines City, Florida, is in a 1990 Mazda RX-7.
Seguimos, señoras y señores, con la acción. Por los Estados Unidos, Pimar Racing. Por Puerto Rico, Goyak Racing en el carril derecho.
He's going to line up opposite Jose Soto from Naranjito, Puerto Rico, and an 82 Toyota Starlet.
El hogar de los momentos más emocionantes en esta reunión anual. Para todos los hispanos entusiastas de la aceleración en los Estados Unidos, bienvenido a este tremendo manjar de aceleración aquí en la pista de ATCO. La programación de Iván Ravi, la mecánica de Palito Performance en el carril derecho, la mecánica de Kilo Racing en el carril izquierdo.
Puerto Rico, which has at least 3 major drag strips, runs these cars and has been going at it for years. Probably the main reason these guys constantly kick butt.
Supercom bracket, lanes 5 and 6 now. Cometiendo falta la Koyak, cometiendo falta.
Cruz wins it for Team USA with a slower 902 as Soto unfortunately red lights.
It's more of a challenge to try to get the performance out of my favorite, which is the rotary engine. And I've always been around this particular aspect of drag racing since about 1984.
When you're dealing with a smaller displacement motor like these, is it you have to be careful and not hurt that little thing?
Yes, that's true. The rotary engine in particular is fairly durable, but you must have your fuel and ignition curves right if you turbo boost the car.
It's got to be a pretty narrow window there to get this kind of horsepower out of these things when the small displacement.
Yes, it can be, but you can do a lot of things with nitrous and turbo boosting and supercharging.
The other thing, of course, that we see here that just blows me away is the level of excitement, the passion. I mean, it's just like one big party.
Yes, a lot of people from different walks of life come together, and everybody has the common interest of drag racing and import racing in particular. It's a family atmosphere. ATCO Raceway, Joe Sway, Bob Van Skyver, they help to bring this along. They bring these guys up from Puerto Rico, and people come from all over the Northeast to come attend this event in places as far as Florida and California.
Not only that, it's a very friendly crowd, isn't it? I mean, it's like everybody's having a good time. There's no fighting, there's no drinking, and a real family fun place to be.
Yes, it is. You see a lot of young people. This has been going on for 9 years now, and I was thinking about how some of these teenagers were probably little kids running around 9 years ago. It's a big family atmosphere. All friends get together. You make new friends, and it's just a great place to be. The import phenomenon over the last few years has surprised even the insiders. It's really taken off like a rocket, and a lot of the people on the inside are very pleased with the way things are going. That the mainstream drag racing community is really now starting to recognize this as a legitimate sport, and seeing that there's some great performances out of our small cars.
Jorge, I can imagine, now there's a lot of cars down in Puerto Rico. Only the top 16 are going to come up here. Is that, I can imagine these guys are clawing and fighting down there to compete for this honor.
Yeah, every guy have to pass a lot of tests, and the test here is to be like consistent and to be the best complete team together. So in Puerto Rico there are a lot of teams, but these 16 teams are the best they are right now, like a group. There are a lot of fast cars, better cars, but everything have to come like a team. So we have to make a team, a good team. So we brought these guys, so everything is good.
So there's some guys sitting down there in Puerto Rico that wish they were here.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys that wish they were here too. Yeah.
Puerto Rico, Mr. Burnout, Héctor Martínez, en la New Vivian, desde la ciudad de la eterna primavera, desde Sidra, en el carril izquierdo, Papo Racing, en el carril derecho, de Kissimmee, Florida.
We have Hector Martinez from Sidra, Puerto Rico, drives a little wagon called the New Vivian, a 69 Toyota. Mr. Burnout, as he is known, will face off against Papo Martinez for Kissimmee, Florida.
Rolotec de Orlando, auxiliando a Papo Racing en el carril derecho, la perfecta combinación de otro tren igualito. El tiempo para la New Vivian, 809 a 156 millas por hora, 957 para Papo Tech.
Martinez blasts down the strip and takes the win line at 8:09, 1:56. Next up is Henry Montero of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, drives the Lapuga Racing entry, a 72 midget and the only one of its type in the field. What a spunky little ride.
De dirigirnos a esta masa gigante de hispanos en la tarde de hoy en este tan importante evento de la aceleración. Henry Montero de Filadelfia en el carril izquierdo en la pulga. López Connection desde Corozal. Willy López de Wave Ranch.
Up on the tower is Puerto Rico announcer Hugo Umpierre. Calls play-by-play in Spanish. He's broadcasting live, and if you don't understand it all, what he's saying, he's fun, he's great to listen to, and you're going to have a good time.
En este primer encuentro para pelos, no apto para cardíaco, Estados Unidos versus Puerto Rico. López Connection, Puerto Rico, cometiendo foul a pulga para un tiempo de 8.62 a 154 millas por hora.
Next up, we got Carlos Gonzalez of Ocala, Florida, and he drives a 91 Mazda RX-7, one of the more pro-class looking entries in the field. He lines up against Rafael Rivera of Cargugas, Puerto Rico, also in a 91 Mazda RX-7.
Ya que su combinación, su auto es totalmente nuevo, sale de los talleres de Quique Chasis, allá en la Loma de los Suspiros, en el pueblo de Sidra. Punto 10, la diferencia entre ambas máquinas. Domingo histórico en la aceleración aquí en ATCO Raceway.
Bring him to the line. You can see the crews gathered around him, standing and watching everything going on with their car. La reacción en el carril izquierdo para Carlos González de Ocala en la Florida. El tiempo 8.76 a 137 millas por hora. 1.27 para el Rafaelito en el carril derecho de la ronda para los Estados Unidos. Vamos al frente. Freddy Colón en el carril izquierdo. En el carril derecho es el Toyota más rápido del mundo, Jorge Rivera, en el Chibi King de los talleres de Chivirico Performance. Jorge Rivera from Naranjito, Puerto Rico, is up next with his 92 Paseo. He's taking on Freddie Colon from Orlando, Florida, driving a funky little 71 Datsun. You never know about these cars and what's under the hood, but they never cease to amaze a crowd with some daring, all-out racing. Some may look mismatched, some cars may look old and tired, but that's when they come up and bite you.
En el Chibi King, Freddy Colón en el carril izquierdo. La primera ronda, Estados Unidos versus Puerto Rico. Los 60 pies, el Chibi King. 7.99 para el Chibi King. 7.99 para Puerto Rico. Ganando el Chibi King. JD Racing en el carril derecho. En el carril izquierdo, Rafael Roldán. Desde Barranquita, con los auspicios de Sidra Automol, el Colegio Industrial Medtech.
Jose Rodriguez from Amherst, Massachusetts, racing 82 Starlet for Team USA. He'll face off against the purple passion car of Rafael Roldan.
Felo en el carril izquierdo, José Rodríguez en el carril derecho.
What a hot-looking car, and check out the wing. Great for downforce. Helps keep the tires sticking to the track going down the strip.
Otra más, otra para los Estados Unidos.
This doesn't look like Roldan's day as the car breaks down on the line.
Sufrió desperfectos técnicos en la salida para los Estados Unidos. JD Racing. 1.44 en los 60 pies.
Rodriguez will take the single and have a nice slow stroll down the track, but it's a win nevertheless. I guess he wants to save on parts for the next round. Take it from this announcer, there's nothing like the smell of burning rubber in the air to add a little excitement to an already great afternoon of racing.
Sakura por Puerto Rico, de los talleres de Sakura Motorsport, Maelo Stoy. por los Estados Unidos en el carril derecho. Siendo la ventaja para los muchachos del Bronx en el carril derecho.
Eric Emel Torres from San Juan drives the Sakura Motorsports 96 Mirage. Now this is one hot-looking car. Low and sleek and appears very aerodynamic. He's up against Carlos Torres, no relation, from the Bronx, New York, and he faces off in his 1990 Nissan.
La ventaja es para Estados Unidos en el carril derecho. Uno, 1:28 en los 60 pies para el carril derecho. El tiempo.
Eric Torres in the beautiful Sakura entry takes the win light with an 8:42 at 1:67. What a nice pass for the hot rod. We're down to our last two pairs. This will be Gary Emanuel of Vega Alto, Puerto Rico, running a Wankel rotary engine in his 70 Mazda RX-3.
En el carril derecho, Little George en el carril izquierdo. Siendo la ventaja para Abel Rivas.
Nice burnout by Emanuel. That is a wild-looking ride. And that black Mariah is definitely dialed in.
La ventaja es para el carril izquierdo.
The cars look hungry. They pull into the beams as Emanuel's crew does a last-minute checkout. Got to get that smoke out of the cockpit.
El Wankel en el carril derecho con los Estados Unidos. Little George. Mi gente, Little George, rotura mayor para el Little George en el carril izquierdo. Para Gary Maisonet, 874 a 112 millas por hora.
Problems for Rivas. His engine blows up at the 100-foot mark, sending parts everywhere as Emanuel takes the win, running that Wankel to an 874 at 112.
No ha sido fácil la labor durante este fin de semana para...
Rivas looks okay, but he's favoring that right leg. He did have parts flying all over the car. Maybe he caught some shrapnel. Hopefully not. No, he's looking okay. Our last pair is Sammy Promotions Orlando Torres from Naranjito, Puerto Rico. He's got one beautiful blue and white 96 model.
Vamos al frente con la acción. Gozando la alegría de la vida. Aquí en ATCO Raceway.
He faces off against Michael Rosado from Bridgeport, Connecticut, an 82 Starlet.
Gracias a los esfuerzos de la pista de Salinas.
I'd like to say this looks like a mismatch, folks, but you never know in this type of racing. Torres is running extra hot last night and really like he's got the car to beat.
Celebramos esta la novena edición.
Look at Sammy go. Orlando Torres whips it up with a smashing 8:51 at 1:41 as a first round in.
El más importante, el más grande para la comunidad hispana a nivel mundial. La novena edición del Encuentro Panamericano de la Aceleración.
Well, we're up here in the timing tower at ATCO with the announcer for the Pan American Nationals, and I guess you could call him the Dave McClellan of the Southern Hemisphere. Hugo?
Hugo Umpierre.
All right, I'm glad you say that last name for me there, Hugo. How'd you get involved in import racing?
Oh, it's a long story. I think it's back in 1972 in Puerto Rico when we start to have the big oil crunch the local racers got creative and they start to build all these econo boxes to keep on racing, and things developed all the way through 1992 when we started an experimental race in Puerto Rico. So we put rotary engine cars against four-cylinder cars to run against each other, and things develop. And then back in 1993, a small group of racers came to the States, and this is the institution since then, the Pan American Nationals, where all the racers from the United States and the racers, not only from Puerto Rico, but also from the Caribbean and other countries, gather together here this weekend, where there's a big crowd of Puerto Ricans and all the Hispanic people here. And it's like a big party of color, emotions, smells.
Exactly. One thing that really strikes us is the passion that we see here, not only in the racers but in the fans. It's tremendous, and I'm sure even more so in Puerto Rico.
Oh yes. And the fact is that all these econo boxes, these small cars, rotaries and four cylinders, they're kind of local heroes. So whenever they go to the track, it's like the whole community goes with them. It's like they are local heroes.
Estamos listos para la acción por Puerto Rico. New Vivian. Por los Estados Unidos, Caneca Racing. Vamos a ver, señoras y señores.
And we're going to start round 2 with Jose Mendez from Patterson, New Jersey. Mendez ran a 10.84 in the first round, beating Angel Santana. He's going to be facing Hector Martinez of Cedra, Puerto Rico, with the new Vivian 69 Toyota.
Ay, señoras y señores, 16 autos vivos, 10 de Puerto Rico y 6 de los Estados Unidos. Siendo la ventaja para José Méndez de Patterson, New Jersey, en el carril derecho. Héctor Elcano Martínez desde Sidra en el carril izquierdo del equipo de la pista de salida.
And Mendez is gone, just like he's been shot out of a cannon. And he's going to be taking the win at 9:17, 145. Wow. Everybody has brought their A game at ATCO Raceway.
Que salió tempranito. ¿Dónde está ella?
Here's that unmistakable black car of Gary Emmanuel Vega, Alta Puerto Rico, with a 77 Mazda RX-3. He's up against the equally unmistakable white car of Roberto Torres from Villaba, Puerto Rico, with an 80 Toyota.
Bertito Racing, mi gente, en el carril izquierdo. Juanquel Racing, ambos de Puerto Rico, siendo la ventaja para el carril derecho.
Emmanuel's all over the track in the first 100 feet. He's getting her settled down. Looks like some problems with Torres, but Emmanuel's going to take the win with an 8:42 at 127.
8:42, mi gente, para el carril derecho. Estamos listos para la acción, señoras y señores. Ya ellos vienen por Puerto Rico. La atrevida. Oso en los controles por los Estados Unidos. Manny de Jesús, el poderoso Cougar.
And next up, we got Jorge Juarbe with his Toyota Starlet. I tell you, that brilliant red car, you can see that coming from about 2 miles away. Anytime you get near Jorge, he's grinning all the time. He just has so much fun in that race car. We got Manny Cruz out of Bronx, New York with that 2002 Cougar. You'll see him reaching the back of the car. They're turning on the onboard computer that will tell him everything that happens with the car. Engine RPM, tire speed. Very, very advanced techniques in racing. That's another reason these cars go so fast. On the big end of the track, as we call it, you're never sure how it's going to turn out. With Jorge around, he's going to get the win at 8.02.
Puerto Rico! 802 para Puerto Rico, mi gente.
Next pair. You'll see the crew reaching into the car. They're opening up the nitrous bottle, or in some cases, the air shifter bottle. That's exactly what we have going on here. They'll have an air shift capability for the car. It gives it more consistent, accurate, very quick shifts. We got Anibal Rivera and his 73 Mazda RX-7 and Eric Torres from San Juan, Puerto Rico in the 96 Mirage.
Ambos autos del equipo de Sakura Motorsports.
As long as I've been in racing, it never ceases to fascinate me the capability of these cars to do huge burnouts. Produce all that smoke you want to get out of the way. You can see them burping a little bit of nitrous out of the hood, if you will. Great looking shot there. You see the big wing on the back. Helps maintain a downforce on the vehicles they get ready to go down the strip. And again, with the staggered start, it makes it equal in theory at the big end of the track. Looks like we got a little bit of a problem there. He's going to be able to pull her out. Rivera's going to get the nod. 795, 132.39. Little bit of smoke coming out. Well, I tell you, how about a whole bunch of smoke coming out right now? But he wasn't about to back out of that one.
En un tremendo esfuerzo dentro de las Pan American Nationals. Verdaderamente han tenido que trabajar fuertemente en esta máquina de Eric Yamil Torres.
Jorge Rivera is back at the line. Naranjito, Puerto Rico. And that good-looking Paseo of his, I think it's a 92 edition. Jose Rodriguez of Amherst, Massachusetts, and his 82 Starlet.
Jorge Rivera por Puerto Rico. El Kiwi King por Puerto Rico. JD Racing en el carril izquierdo. Siendo la ventaja para el carril izquierdo. La reacción para el carril izquierdo, 7.14 la reacción en el carril derecho para Puerto Rico.
Rivera takes the win with a 780 at 158 till Rodriguez's 946.
9.47 para JD Racing. Vamos al frente con la acción. Ahí lo tienen por Puerto Rico. Orlando Torres. Chopiao en los controles del Sammy Promotion.
Look at these incredible paint jobs. I think about every possible palette in the spectrum is laid on these vehicles.
La Pan American National.
A little bit of a stutter step, but he didn't bulb the tree, or red light as we call it. He's getting away just fine. And Torres is going to take the win with an 8:08 at 163 to Cruz's 9:11. Man, was that a close race? Not even a car length in difference.
Para Pimar en el carril izquierdo.
Carlos Montano, Patterson, New Jersey. Pepe Loco, that's his nickname, and he's a very popular car in New Jersey.
Pepe Loco en el carril derecho.
And we got Julio Portela in the 73 Datsun. Absolutely amazing the amount of horsepower they're generating of these little small vehicles.
Para Julio Portela de Puerto Rico en el carril izquierdo.
At this level of the game, in this round of this race, everything you do takes on even more importance than usual. Both cars are looking good. The drivers are set. We're in the process of getting the staged lights lit.
5:17 la reacción en el carril derecho, 5:79 la reacción en el carril izquierdo y en los 1300, 20 pies.
Montano takes a tight win at 8:51, 140 to Portela's 9:33. You talk about close. Wow, what great racing we're having out here today at ATCO Raceway.
Para el Chili Cuy.
All righty.
Carlos Gonzalez, Bacalo, Florida, in his 91 Mazda RX-7. And Roberto Lopez from Carroza, Puerto Rico, in his 72 Datsun 1200. I tell you what, when you got a good-looking red race car, you don't need a whole lot of graphics on her to add a lot of spatial to it. She just kind of stands out in her own right. Cruz out there once again checking everything, backing them into their original line from laying down the rubber. Talked about the wheelie bar on the back. It helps keep the set of the car so it doesn't launch and rotate the front suspension to the extent that it's hard to steer. It also puts more pressure on the rear tires. Just like the big wings you'll see on the back of some of them, the whole idea is to get that rear tire hooked into the track as far as possible.
5:32 la reacción para López Conecho en el carril derecho, 5:60 la reacción en el carril izquierdo.
Lopez breaks out, but Carlos Gonzalez has an 8:44, and Carlos takes the win.
As a first-timer, I'm blown away with the enthusiasm here, the passion, the crowd up there cheering, and everybody just really getting into it. You don't see that in traditional drag racing.
When this first started, it started off as a motorsports event for Hispanic racers, but as you can see, it's turned into a family-oriented annual affair that they look forward to come to. The barbecues, the picnics, the playgrounds, it's an annual event.
Well, the man who everyone says made it happen here at ATCO, or certainly a pioneer in the import racing scene, is co-owner and operator of ATCO Drag Strip, Bob Van Sciver. Bob, how did the Pan Am Nationals come about?
Well, it started about 9 years ago when a bunch of racers from New York came down to talk to Linda Sway. They wanted a place where they could race and hold an organized event, and they chose ATCO. And ever since then, it gets bigger and better every year.
What did you think about it when first approached with the idea?
Well, obviously, the import car, it had to happen sooner or later. We just wanted to be an intricate part of and be involved from the very beginning.
Right, but back then, it was certainly smaller than it is now, so you had to have some vision of the potential growth.
Well, we did, but, as a track operator, we were interested in the money, too. We knew there was another market to be tapped, and this certainly turned out to be one of them.
Right, this is one of your better venues.
This is the biggest venue. This is the biggest race anywhere. As you can see today, over 25,000 people again. For the 9th year in a row, it gets bigger every year.
We're going into round 3. Beautiful part of the day. And how appropriate. We're right back around with Jorge Duarbe. I tell you, that little red starlet keeps coming at you.
Señoras y señores, campeón de la categoría Modify, Carlos González, en el carril derecho.
There's Carlos Gonzalez, Cala, Florida, with a 91 Mazda RX-7. Huge amount of burnout. They know what's going on. We're getting down to the short end of the day. We got one round left. Got Gonzalez's crew up some double checks. They may make some last minute adjustments to the time, or let the driver know their impressions. That's why this is a true team sport. It's a crew and the driver, the whole race team and all their fans and all the families. And with round 3 upon us, not a whole lot of margin now. Everybody knows how their cars should be running. They already made it through the first 2 rounds. It is out here at ATCO Raceway. When you get the type of racing, you got to bring your A game and includes your race car. And at times, if it doesn't work out, well, you get it back to the pits and you fix her and you say, we can't wait for the next series of races.
Vamos a ver, señoras y señores, continuamos en la tercera ronda en el encuentro de lo mejor, de lo mejor, de lo mejor, de lo mejor de la aceleración por Estados Unidos y por Puerto Rico. El Chibi King.
Great coverage here at the local level. And everybody is having just a grand time. Wherever you look, you see miles and miles of smile. And whoever says import drag racing isn't fun, man, A, they haven't been to one of these races yet. Guarantee they're going to change their mind. Depending on the situation of the camera, you can actually see the stagger in the Christmas tree. The top 2 bulbs are pre-staged. The next 2 are staged. When they both are fully staged, both rows, the top rows are on, you will see the stagger in the bulbs, and what that does, by definition, at the end of the quarter mile, they should be dead even. That's why it's so important to have a good reaction time.
Cometió foul el Chibi King en el carril derecho, cometiendo falta.
And Mendez, he may take the win with a 783 at 169. Man, is he screaming. Right back at you is Carlos Montano of Patterson, New Jersey. Pepe Loco is back in the house. And you got Gary Manuel of Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, with a 73 Mazda RX-3, that good-looking hot rod black car.
Por Puerto Rico. El Guanche, mi gente. Gary Cegueta Maisoné en el carril derecho. El Pepe Loco. Carlos Montore en el carril izquierdo.
And Gary loves to do his burnouts. You'll see different approaches. Some drivers like Gary, they put a whole bunch of rubber down. They really heat the tires. Other drivers will just do a little spin and they'll do almost a dry hop. When you talk to them, they'll both say, yeah, that's the best way to do it. So each to their own. All I know is it makes for great drag racing. Fascinating to watch.
Observen esa pantalla, porque se van a tajo limpio. 7:49 la reacción. 8:6:47 la reacción en el carril izquierdo.
Pepe Loco takes the win. 8:30. Great, absolutely great side-by-side racing.
Para el Wankel.
And we're coming towards the end of round 3. Orlando Torres from Naranjito, Puerto Rico with his 96 Mazda MX-6. And Annabelle Rivera with the 73 Mazda RX-7 are getting ready to come into the lanes.
Y se nos dio, papá. Sabi Promotion enfrentándose al Divo Reis. Aníbal Rivera, su proyecto desde Corozal. Mikey Paleta en los controles con los oficios de Mega Power. En el carril derecho, Sabi Promotion. El proyecto de Samuel Morales desde Naranjito, Orlando Chopiao Torres en los controles.
You can see all the safety gear being worn by the driver. And also the way he positions his hands on the shifter to keep it as easy as possible to be able to get quick, consistent shifts every time. Double checking everything one more time. It's a ritual they perform to make sure that everything is ready to go just the way they want it. Long set of wheelie bars on that car. And Torres is going to take the win.
Para ambos equipos de trabajo.
It's just the movement about everybody here representing one island in the Caribbean. It's nationwide and from the whole world. Puerto Rico, unidad, Coupé alto.
The people, you meet the people, the racers, the competition, mostly the competition.
I think it's a great sport for everybody. It's just every good sport for kids, for everybody. It's we got our family all together here on this, and enjoyed it a lot.
Para Orlando Chopiao Torres por Puerto Rico. Por los Estados Unidos, Caneca Racing en el carril derecho.
Orlando Torres, Naranjito, Puerto Rico, 96 Mazda MX-6. Jose Mendez of Patterson, New Jersey, Team USA. USA still in the hunt. But in round 4, you know what's going on. We're down to a handful of cars. When you look at the amount of them out in the pits, it is amazing, absolutely amazing. The quality of racing has been happening all weekend, and we're down to the significant few.
5:56 la reacción para Orlando Chopiao Torres en el carril izquierdo. Puerto Rico. 8:66 vigente para Orlando Torres en el carril izquierdo del equipo de Puerto Rico.
Well, I guess it's fair to say that everybody knows that Hugo Umpierre is back in the house. But I tell you what, Pepe Loco, we also know him as Carlos Montano. He's from Patterson, New Jersey. He goes, tell you what, I'm ready to go. Everybody's grinning, hats are off, they're having a good time. They know this is serious racing. You can see the dial on Pepe Loco's car. I think he's sitting at an 8:35. Again, that's the number they picked. They will not run faster than that. All important, get the door open, get a little bit of smoke out, set the safety webbing, close up on the rear tires. The tires are actually bolted to the rims. These cars spin the tires so quickly they would actually spin the rim away from the rubber if they weren't bolted together. Just another indication of the amazing amount of horsepower and torque being produced by these comparatively small engines.
Puerto Rico.
To get up here to this race, what do these Puerto Rican teams have to do?
Well, their respective tracks in Puerto Rico will run a challenge or a point series to win the rights to come to the Pan American Nationals. And we bring 16, sometimes 24 of the island's quickest and fastest race cars. And then, of course, as you can see, cars come here from all over, as far away as California, Chicago, a lot of Miami cars. And then out of the 200 or 300 cars that are vying for the 16 spots to form Team USA.
Bob, it's sure obvious that you love the sport of drag racing and put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, well, thank you, and it wouldn't be possible without all these good racers and the people that support this event, and we just hope that it continues for a long, long time to come.
De allá de Puerto Rico, la atrevida, perfecta combinación de Oso Tech y Falito Performance. Le enfrentará al Sammy Promotion. Vamos a ver. Bueno, mi gente. Ahí lo tiene.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after all the rounds of racing, it comes down to this. Who will be left standing and claiming the top prize? You got Orlando Torres in the Sammy Productions car. He's been unbeatable.
Ambas máquinas de Puerto Rico.
Jorge Juarbe and the equally unbeatable Toyota Starlet. I love drag racing. I especially love drag racing at night. All the light reflecting off these incredible paint jobs. I swear the engines howl just a little bit better in the evening. You know, they run a little better because the air is cooler, which makes it denser. That's your science question for the day, boys and girls. Hard launch from both sides of the tree. And Orlando Torres takes the win with an 8:23 at 149 to Juarbe's 8:08 at 166 and becomes the 9th annual winner of the Pan American Nationals. What an incredible race. Great people, great fun, and great racing. See you all next year for the 10th anniversary event. It's going to be a big one. Good night, everybody.
Samuel Morales celebrando el triunfo